welcome to this special edition of Islandstats Sports Talk. I'm here discussing cricket, Sussex cricket, with Delray Rawlins. Delray, last night you guys had a nail biter down to the wire with at Lords. What is it like to actually play? I know a lot of people, a lot of cricketers would love to visit the ground Lords, but to actually play there must and actually win must have been something special for you and your teammates.
Yeah, it's nice. As a as home of cricket, it's a dream to always, like you say, even just visit, but to play there is a bit surreal sometimes. And yeah, it's what, the second time I played there now. So hopefully it can keep becoming a regular thing. To keep making appearances there. But no, yeah, it's nice to play there, and it was nice to get a win last night. And be two on the spin.
Yeah, you're a month into playing. You're now into the Vitality Blast, the T20, but you started off with the first class cricket. Obviously, a different format of the game. You're playing 4 days. Some tough losses in the first class, where you guys, were consistent in one inning and inconsistent in the next in the batting. But you think now that you've got these 2 wins in the T20 under your belt, confidence is ripping through the team?
Yeah, I mean, it's cricket's one of those games of momentum. Majority of the time, and that's why when you're winning in T20, things keep going your way, and you most 9 times out of 10 keep winning. But yeah, we've sort of, I think, built up a little momentum. With these 2 wins. We started well against Surrey in the game that got rained off. Again, so we have momentum on our side, and like you say, hopefully we can transfer it back into that one 4-day game against Surrey, which is, I think, starts next weekend. But no, yeah, the boys are going well, and everyone's pretty confident, and just looking forward to taking opportunities that arise to them.
Now, obviously, another match tomorrow, or is it day after tomorrow? Is it tomorrow? Yeah. Another, because you guys want to continue your run and so forth. How are you feeling going into the games now about your batting?
Yeah, I mean, I'm feeling really good, actually. Training really well, hitting the ball. As well as I've probably hit them. In the last couple of years, and definitely since coming back from the 4-month break. But yeah, just one of those things. You sometimes need a bit of luck on your side. You just need some things to just fall your way, and you're not that far away from that big score. But I'm not really panicking or worrying too much, as like I said, I'm hitting the ball well, so I feel like that sort of big score or that game changing innings is right around the corner.
Yeah. Looking at how you got out yesterday, you expected the ball to turn a little bit?
No, I didn't expect it to turn, really. I felt that it was sliding and probably not hitting the stumps or didn't pitch on line, but the umpire made his decision and I had to walk off. But I mean, yeah, those are the sort of things that you just need. Sometimes you just want to go your way, and then things turn out completely different for you.
Yeah. Looking at the position you guys were in when you came to the wicket, you wanted to push the runs on, because obviously you're either gonna get runs, or you guys are gonna end up losing. But to build a little bit of a partnership at the crease, spend some time there. Was that what the team needed at the time?
Yeah, I mean, it was just assessing conditions, the wicket and everything, and playing the situation. We had lost 2 back to back, and Righty and Salty have been going well for us so far in this comp. So I wouldn't say it was a shock, but it was a bit like, well, now we've got to step up and get the runs that they've been getting in the last couple of games. So we definitely have the players in the dressing room to do it, more than capable. So that's why it wasn't any panic for myself and those two fell early. Knowing that you've got someone like Vise who's been incredible for us these last sort of 3 years really, and he's just come back and landed from South Africa and just hit his straps again. So knowing you got someone like that behind and someone like Ravi, it just gives you even more confidence to go out there and express yourself, even when it seems like we're in a bit of a tough time.
Yeah. You say yesterday was your second time playing at Lord's. First time would have been magical because there would have been a lot of fans in the stands, but playing in an empty place like that, how much different is it?
Yeah, I mean, I was talking to some of the boys yesterday when we got there, and that, the Oval and Lords is probably the two places that you'll feel it the most without the, as obviously is quite big in capacity, and that you feel like they're right on top of you sometimes. But no, it's definitely 100% a bit different, especially for games like that go down to the wire. The crowd and the spectators were like that, but no, it's just something that we're probably gonna have to get used to for this season, and hopefully next year when we play at Lords is packed out or near enough.
Yeah. How are things around the area and where you guys play when you go to train on a daily basis, when you go to play? How are things, with obviously people want to watch cricket, but they can't in person. But obviously they want to see, their heroes, their players. So do you guys see fans around mingling around the grounds at any time?
Not necessarily outside the gates or anything, but you get some of the locals who live around the grounds and have balconies that are lucky enough to be able to see the ground. Especially when we play at home, they sit out on the balcony and they watch. Which is like you said, it's nice for them because they're not really able to get in and see us live. But no, you don't really get too many fans mingling or milling around the ground.
Yeah. How are things with the COVID for the team and the restrictions that you guys have to go through to play a game, to go to training and all that? How are you adjusting to those things now that you're almost a month already in?
Yeah, I mean it's just becoming like a regular occurrence now. It doesn't feel any different now with the just checking the temperatures and make sure you're not touching the same balls and you're socially distanced and all that sort of thing. So yeah, it's becoming second nature now, really, and I think it's just important that everyone's just aware of the probably the dangers, especially because lads are going home and coming back into training. So it's important that the boys are pretty tight on how they're going about the everyday lives and bringing it back to the ground.
Yeah. So with obviously the Blast being the last tournament for this season, am I correct?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Have there been any talks about next season with you? You're in your final year of contract.
No, there will always be sort of, I guess talks you see. But with COVID and stuff, it's been tough for a lot of clubs to sort of, I guess, see where they're going to be next year. Um, and I think it's important that the clubs get it right, especially because this year they, a lot of clubs are probably taking a massive financial. It's hit them financially, and it's probably a negative way. But no, it's been, it's been a little bit of talk and stuff. But we just have to wait and see what happens.
Okay. Now, obviously, tomorrow is another big clash for you guys. I see that you're batting up the order in the T20. Were you comfortable in moving up because you were batting what six in the first class cricket and now three or four?
Yeah, I mean, that's where I prefer to bat in T20, and truthfully, that's probably where I prefer to bat in 4-day cricket down the end. So I'm not down the end, but 6 or 7. But no, yeah, it's probably one of the better positions to bat, sort of 3 or 4, and it's a bit flexible, considering depending on the start that we get, like I said with Righty and Salty. But I'm really happy at 4 and with the players and stuff that we've got before me and after me. we're looking really strong, and hopefully we can push and potentially win the trophy.
Having some of the guys unavailable due to being in the England setup, how does that set the guys who would normally not even be in the starting lineup? How are they adjusting to that pressure and grabbing this with both hands kind of thing, the opportunity?
Yeah, I think it's just more so looking at it as an opportunity to showcase what they can do, really. As like you said, the England boys are away and not even able to just come back and play if they're not involved with England. So I think it's important that you try and put in performances. Um, and you never know. Like next year, you got a new coach coming in, and you just never know. You might put in a few performances, and you might change the balance of the team for the better, and solidify a spot for yourself. So I think I just think this little period is important for a lot of players, including myself. Even though I played regularly for the last sort of two years in the comp, but yeah, I mean it's just important to put in performances, keep putting in performances for the team, and like I say, you just never know what will happen.
How sad are you to see the current coach move on?
Yeah, I mean, it's been brilliant, for us, for certain individuals. It's been brilliant for me. It just instills a lot of confidence in you to just go out and do your thing and express yourself. And yeah, I'd be sad to see him go. He's a big personality around the ground, liked by many, and I wish him well. But it'll be interesting to see who comes in. Yeah, there hasn't been any sort of rumors or murmurs yet, but I think in the next sort of coming months we'll definitely be able to. We'll definitely
Yeah.
see who's going to come in.
What are your plans for the off season once this season's done?
Again, another interesting one. The COVID dependent. Not really too sure um, what's going to be happening in terms of franchise cricket potentially around the world, and other opportunities to play cricket as well. So I think you'll just have to take it sort of week by week, see what happens, and go from there. It's a tough and strange time that we're in. But yeah, it'd be nice to sort of potentially get some cricket around the world and play a bit more as well.
Definitely. We look forward to whatever is on the horizon for you, both in the UK and if you can get into some other cricket in the off season, that it will be in the UK. We look forward to hopefully seeing you in action. Well, we'll look forward to you playing tomorrow, another big match, and hopefully you can, get to that magical 50 and then on to 100. And if you can't, then just continue to help the team progress in the right way, because every little bit helps in a team sport. If you're not getting the runs, you work it in the field. If you're not doing that, you bowl. So you're taking the mental up and actually helping Sussex be successful so far in the Blast this year.
Yeah, most definitely. Especially in T20, little cameos go a long way. And like you said, in the field, that one piece of field and a brilliant catch or a run out or something definitely changes the game. So you're always in the game, no matter if you're a batter and you feel like you're not getting as many runs. So now it's important to just stay positive and hopefully that score's around the corner.
All right. Well, we look forward to talking to you again sometime soon on the next phase of whatever's happening at Sussex for you and what else is going to happen in cricket for you. All right.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thanks for having me.
All right. All right.